Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is July 3rd, 2017, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, we got two manufacturing numbers coming out. First one coming out at 10:30 South African time, and that's for the Great Britain pound. And then at 4 o'clock South African time, we have USD manufacturing PMI numbers coming out. So they're mostly, I would say, partially inflationary numbers, partially just giving us a heads up on where we're holding with the engine of the economy. So let's see if these events actually make it or break it today. Just as a side note, tomorrow is July 4th. It's Independence Day in the United States. So I would expect both today and tomorrow to be almost a non-event. However, certain times things actually happen, especially when there's lighter trading. So let's look at what's been going on in the markets from last. So we're going to start here with the Euro USD. And it looks like we're exhausting our move up as we've hit this 1436, excuse me, resistance. Okay, it's a 1436-ish, I would say, okay, because we've had a couple of bars that have just gone past it. But as you can see, we're still just flirting right below it. And considering that we had this massive move up, we should be able to either continue here or to see a little bit of a retracement. The higher probability is somewhat of a retracement because this has been a very decent resistance level over a very long time. So, you know, it's much harder for this actually to break this 1436 level on the upside. So just consider that when you're trading it, but surely if we break 15, then we could see it go back to 1822 level. Okay, so, you know, I'm not sure. It doesn't, you know, at this level, it's not so self-evident that this is, you know, as clear as a day that this is, you know, going up to 124, 120-ish level. Okay, we're still in a sideways uptrend, and you know, still have to have some momentum on the long run. So I would, you know, my hesitation here, you know, in buying it even in the pullback here is much greater because, you know, we've had this resistance over a longer period of time. Looking at the GBP USD as well, we're just hitting that level right there. Again, I would also expect a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a pullback here, maybe to 129.26-ish level. But this was really a beautiful chart, okay? And it shows you, you know, the technical trading really works. You know, we held the line at 126.45, and now we're about 400 pips higher. So that's a major move for the GBP USD from last week. Looking at gold, much weaker. We look like we're back in May of where we were trading at 122, 1221, excuse me, and 1215. Okay, so we're trading right now at 1236, and we're just getting really weaker here. We broke this support level at 1241, and really the next support level I would say is 1221. So, you know, can it bounce here? Absolutely, it can bounce here. But looking at the, you know, 30-day here, you see how 14-day, excuse me, you see how volatile this has been. Okay, it's been really a seesaw ride. On the extremities, 1221. On the upper extremity, 1293. So it's really been a decent, you know, day trading commodity to go to. Okay, so, you know, at this stage I wouldn't really buy it, okay, but I wouldn't short it either because you're kind of like chasing the move right here. So I would wait for either a bounce, okay, to get some sort of confirmation that it's going to go back to 1255-ish, maybe 1245-ish. I still think we're going to be trading in a range here, in a tighter range between, you know, 1230-ish level and 1260-ish level, somewhere between those two, you know, extremities. Looking at oil, nice bounce on oil from last week from $42, and this is obviously due to supply and demand, obviously, as we get into the summer months. Looking at the Dow Jones, the Dow Jones had like a fallout recovery, you know, trading at 21,340, 100 points off of our highs, about 150 points off of our relatively our low of our range, okay? But what's nice here is that we're developing different ranges here, okay? So it's a little bit harder to see altogether, but you know, it's hard because we're in uncharted territory, like I mentioned last week. So just have to, you know, trade it based on, you know, the levels. Okay, going into holiday weekends, we usually rally, incidentally, or it's usually a non-event. So that's what I would expect from today. The DAX, however, has fallen out of bed, as we can see here, and we're sitting right there at previous resistance, subsequent support. So 12,384, I would imagine, would be some sort of a support right here as we bounce off of this lower level, you know, from this 12,385, from this 12,700-ish level. This is a massive retracement for the DAX. So I would expect a little bit of a bounce. Okay, is this to say that the Dow will follow the DAX? I don't think so, but you got to keep your options open. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.